Oh boy, good morning, Internet. Welcome to the Invader Zim Lost and Found 10,000 subscriber special. It would have been a video game. I thought you guys would have wanted that, but you're like, nope, Q&A for some reason. This is it. Congratulations. You got what you voted for. Good job, America. And consider this kind of a pre-show. We're just kind of setting everything up here. Throwing in the thumbnail and whatnot. But hope you guys are excited. Yay!
Heck Z is already in the chat. Hi,
Oh,
Heck Z.
wow.
Ooh.
Hello, XZ. Greetings.
I'm gonna like the video. What am I if I don't like the video?
The heathen.
And if someone could check the stream to see if it even, is showing what I think it's showing.
I have it.
Yeah,
I
it's
have it.
showing.
Yes, it's showing.
Okay, it's
We're
showing
all on
the thing.
screen at once.
Yay, oh
And there's
boy.
also the Windows 11 taskbar, but
Yeah, you
It's
got
fine.
taskbar.
That's
up
how
there.
it's gonna be.
the taskbar is part of the introduction.
It
We got
is.
people joining.
Hi, hello, hee hee lol 67.
I don't know if I want to put this question on because it was literally just about the poll. So
That's fine.
I don't.
No,
okay.
just go ahead. Just
Okay.
any
Why
any
not
any
everything?
questions? Any questions work? All right. So, welcome everyone. So we're at 10,000 subscribers now. It's about fucking time. Because we hit 1,000 10 years ago, and so that means we gained less than 1,000 subscribers every year after that.
Yay.
That's my fault because I didn't actually take this channel seriously until 5 years ago, and then I'm like, okay, well, I should probably fix the branding with this. This channel used to be called Smickledorf a long time ago, and then it was just Bryce Barnett. It was me, and then I'm like, nah, people are here for Zim. They don't give a fuck about me. So this is the Zim channel now. So now we're at 10K, and I guess that was the right decision. So, oh yeah, I need to pull up the live chat and whatnot. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, people are commenting.
10,000 subscribers. Yes, Mega Doomer.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Awesome. All right, so there's no format to this. Pretend this is InvaderCon and we're having a panel. This is our panel. Hello, everyone. I guess we could talk about what plans we have going on because I know we talk about it a lot in it's Kaya. We talk about it a lot in our meetings, but we don't normally say what exactly we're planning to do to the public all that much. So we could talk about that. Man, I hate talking. Does someone else want to talk about what we have going on a little bit? And I could chime in.
You do have a question already.
Okay. Yeah. So this is also a live Q&A. So let's see. What's the questions?
Hold on. I have to
Okay,
put
yeah,
that
I
question
can see it.
into my document.
Okay.
I can just read it.
Or
The
just,
question is,
okay.
who is
go.
your favorite character and why?
favorite character and why?
I am Sim. I wanna become Sim when I grew up.
You kind of
Me
did.
too.
Using the power of
Yes!
editing.
Yes! Yes!
Grew up.
For
By the way, grew up is past tense. It's grow up in the future.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, grow up. Yep.
yay! I have to study.
Yeah.
For the questions that go for each of us, you should probably decide an order of who answers because otherwise everyone's just gonna awkwardly be waiting. Is it my turn?
I was just gonna do from left to right, top to bottom. So Kaya goes first. So I guess I'll go next. So favorite
What?
character and why? Turkey Neck. He makes everyone uncomfortable, and I think that's so funny.
Yay.
Is it me next?
No, it's
Is it-
Xeno.
Oh, Xeno.
My favorite is Tak. I think she's very, very iconic. I like how different she is from the actual invaders. I like her style. I like that she's purple. She's an inspiration to us all.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm on the lads. I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because I am basic, and also objectively superior. My favorite is Zim. I love Zim. He's great. Period. That's the answer. Applause.
Applause.
Sorry, I'm casually doing the fooding during this. But my favorite, other than Gur, is Scooge. Just because I feel like he's underappreciated. And I also like that his Sir unit is named Scoogy, because Bryce calls me Scoogy, and I just think it's the greatest thing ever. Anyway, but yeah.
He is underappreciated.
He's
That's
a
true.
self-love icon.
Indeed. He's so nice. He's happy to be there.
Yay. Okay. So while we're waiting for more questions to come in, Zeno, what do you think is the next project we're probably going to release?
That would be Squishy, Hugger of Worlds.
Yes. That is most likely
What?
going to be the next thing.
This time, the storyboard edition.
Yes.
Animatic version.
Animatic
Slash
story.
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
animatics. It was we called it the storyboard version for the longest time, and then we realized, wait a minute, so much moves here. Then might as well just call it the animatic version at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 2026 edition. It's
And with it, we'll also debut our remaster of the theme song.
Yes, that is true.
Yes.
So, depending on how final editing goes, I'm almost done with including the final voices into the episode, and then I'm going to shorten the episode to appropriate Nickelodeon lengths, which means we're going to get some deleted scenes, and then I have to give that to Kaya, because then she's going to make the Spanish version, and she has to
Yeah.
edit that version to match the English version. And
Which
so,
one are we releasing? The 24 minutes version or
when are we?
which
When it's done.
is gonna be on YouTube?
We're going to be putting the 24-ish around that length
Sounds good to
minute
me.
version on YouTube, and then we're going to have some deleted scenes. So basically, if all of that is done around the time that Zeno gets finished with the theme song, it's pretty much all in Zeno's hands now with the theme song. But there is a chance that Zeno actually finishes the theme song early. And if that happens, I think it'd be cool to just release just the theme song, just because I know we also want that on its own as well. And then we could do some fun edits comparing the remaster to the original, make that like a short or something like that. That'd be really cool. Then we also need the different variants of the
we have
theme
a question
song.
in the chat now.
Awesome. I'll finish this thought. We also need the
Okay.
different variants of the theme song as well, which I don't think has seen much production, so we might have to reassign those or something like that. But there's different
Oh, no,
variants.
that's on me. I haven't given them the frames yet.
Oh, that okay. So it's entirely Zeno's
That's
fault.
my
Got
fault.
it. Okay, I just thought they weren't doing anything. No, Zeno hasn't given them anything to start working on. Probably
Because
do
I have
that.
I had to extract the frames.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So, okay, then so we also want to do different variants of the theme song. So, the theme song might come first before the big release of Squishy, but they will be pretty close together. I can't imagine they'd be that far apart from each other. After Squishy, the day after is when we're planning on releasing the Spanish version
Yes.
of it. That's the plan. So hopefully it's all ready to go for when we want to release it. Yeah, as long as it's not like taking like months to do, then we could have it come out right after. Which I don't think that'd be a problem. Kai is on top of shit way more than I am.
Hey.
And then after that, we're going to be releasing an interview with Joe Love, our composer. It's going to be called Meet the Composer of Squishy Hugger of Worlds. And so that'd be really cool. Flamgo has a bird on his shoulder.
Oh.
Flamgo, are you talking? I did not hear it.
He's muted.
I always forget to unmute. This is Stitch.
Yay!
Oh.
Alright, what's the question?
Stitch.
Yeah, so we had two. One was, I didn't write down who it's from, but someone, I think it was Alexis Wadsworth in the chat. They asked, do you like having me as a subscriber?
Yeah, very much so. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be at 10K.
Yes, we love it.
Yes.
And then we had someone else ask, for the voice actors, did you already have the character's accent you're acting as, or did you have to practice, or a little of both?
Like,
What?
I guess, did you already have the voice down when you started, or did you have to practice for it?
I was
Or
the
both.
temp voices for a lot of Squishy, and I did not think I would be doing any of them in the final version. I was hoping that we'd get someone to replace all of them. But I think I did Gur pretty well. And so he kept me as Gur, and apparently I'm the tallest as well. We had, you know what? I guess this is another invitation to Maximized Animation. Maximized Animation does a better tallest red than me, in my opinion. And I said he got the part. But then he sent some voice lines, and they weren't matching the tone of what should be happening in the video. And so I asked him, if he can like kind of match the original, and if he's even seen the original. He said he hasn't even seen it. I'm like, okay, well, if you could do that, then we'll take it. But he hasn't gotten back to us with that. So, and Squishy's too far along in production right now. So I think I'm just gonna be the tallest for red. But yeah, Maximize, if you're listening, you can still have the part if you do it quickly, or in top of the line. Match the original as much as possible. There you go. So then I guess it goes to.
You know what's funny? In the Spanish version, so you are a girl's voice, yeah. In the Spanish version, our girl voice actor is also gonna be the tallest red. That's so funny.
Nice.
They sound exactly the same. Like, even in the original show, of course.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Exactly. All right, and then Flango, the question is for you.
Okay, so I voice both Zim and Dib here right now. So with Dib, that was what I was originally called onto the project for. Bryce was like, hey, we need a temporary Dib voice actor. You. I'm like, okay. And so you've probably all seen the demo Squishy, the concept art version. I don't like how I was there. I talked way too fast. But my Dib voice hasn't changed that much, so I guess the answer to that is I would consider it about I pretty much had it from the start. It's not too different from my normal voice, my Dib voice, but my Zim voice, that definitely took practice. I am a 17-year-old trying to mimic the voice of a 60-year-old man who granted has a very unique voice. So obviously it was hard, but it's possible. I promise. It just took a lot of training, I guess. It was hard. Yes, Alexis Wadsworth, I voice you because you're Dib.
Yes.
And I can talk a little bit because I have one line is squishy, which I'm proud of, so I'm gonna brag about it as much as I can. Uh, but I'm doing the, I don't even know what Christmas is, and that took me like 10 takes to do, and then also Flamgo yelled at me because I forgot to record it in the proper way. So,
I might
But
even
it's-
want a re-recording, honestly, because I
Okay.
fucked it up. But
okay.
yeah,
But yeah, it took me several takes because I don't scream, and as everyone that's a Zim fan knows, there's a lot of screaming in Invader Zim. So Bryce was like telling me like, be prepared to like lose your voice because you're gonna literally be like screaming. And it still never like happened, but yeah, that took a while for me.
Dude, when I'm voicing Zim, I literally sit in the for top of the line recording. I was sitting in the car for 3 hours from like 3 a.m. to 5 or 6 a.m. And it was just screaming the whole time. And I was just recovering from a cold. It was great. It was great.
And we have two other questions in the chat.
Yay.
And then I do have the ones from the community post in
Okay.
Discord. But one person... hold on. Okay. Gelatina122 asked, what is y'all's favorite episode?
Let me remember.
Let me think.
Maybe Maximus Bologna. I love that one.
it's a great one.
I really love the very first episodes, season 1 episodes. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have, well, good memories with those episodes. I loved. This is why I started love. This is why I love so much Invader Sim. Maybe for the first episodes. I don't know. I have really good memories with that. That's when I started to draw the characters and so on. Yeah.
Bolognius Maximus is because I remember seeing that when it came out in 2001.
Ooh.
And as a literal 6-year-old. No, wait. I think I was probably maybe I was 7. When did Bolognius Maximus come out? What date? Because I know I saw it when it
My
was like
scripts.
brand new. No. Just
guess
Google the release
I'm
date.
Looking up the air date. September 21st, 2001.
Okay, so I like just turned 7 years old. So seeing that as a 7-year-old, that episode's pretty freaky. That like, the idea that you're slowly morphing your entire body just into sandwich meats, and that your body becomes so brittle that you can just pull off chunks of it, and like people will like eat you, and eventually you'll just cease to you kind of slowly die. I'm assuming your brain would also just turn into like bologna meat. And so yeah, I know that episode's like based off of The Fly, and that one so I hadn't been exposed to the movie The Fly yet, so that was like my first introduction to like a psychological concept like that. Really freaky. That made me the really cool thing about Zim when it came out is that it felt like a Twilight Zone episode, or at least what I would imagine people watching the Twilight Zone when it originally came out would feel like. That something really horrible and bizarre is happening to the main character, and you just like don't want it to happen to you. And Bolognius Maximus is definitely like really freaky like that. My favorite episode is the Wetning, where Dib learns that Urkins are severely allergic to dihydrogen monoxide, and that is such a cool Achilles heel for the Urkin race, because water is fucking everywhere. And I feel like that's going to play into the series finale of Zim, because it's such the obvious Achilles heel for the Urkins.
For me, my favorite hands down is of course Tak the Hideous New Girl, because wow, what do you know, Tak is in it. And unfortunately, until top of the line script was revealed, it was like the only source of Tak material I had. Though I'll also note that aside from Tak the Hideous New Girl, my very close second favorite is the Fry Cook episode, because I just happened to write a lot of fan fiction about Sizzlor and Foodcordia. I think it's such a fascinating location, and I love how just alien it is. I love how it's literally just a food court planet. There's so much potential for like stuff you can do just there alone. That's pretty cool. And also, I want to note on, y'all said that Polonius Maximus is like such a cool episode for y'all. The entire time I was just thinking of the irony of the ZimWiki insists that that is one of the most disliked episodes for some reason, even though I have never actually met anyone that hates it.
Yeah. No, ZimWiki's full of shit.
Yeah, ZimWiki opinion doesn't matter. Anyway, on to you.
ZimWiki's sources, they made it the fuck up.
Also, hi, Zopi.
Yeah.
Yes, hi Zopi.
Zopi's here. Wait, Zopi, do your thing real quick.
Yeah, I'm just kind of keeping my face covered because it's actually live, and you know, the only time my face was ever seen was in meeting recordings, which are unlisted, so.
Okay. If you have OBS, you could use your, like,
But do your thing.
Say your thing. What the hell?
Yeah, say your thing.
Okay. We missed it. We were talking.
On OBS.
Say it again.
Say it
We were
again,
talking
Zopi.
over you.
Hey guys, it's me!
There we go.
Yay!
I'm gonna see if I can do.
Okay. So,
The plummeting.
the plummeting. That's my favorite episode. I'm just kidding. I don't really have a specific favorite episode. There are episodes that I like more than others, but if I had to have anywhere like remotely to a favorite, one that comes to mind is Megadoomer, because it's just so damn hilarious. And I don't know, I also love any season 2 episodes because I just love staring at them because they actually look good. Answer dialogue. That's done.
Okay, well mine, I was gonna say Tak the Hideous New Girl because that was the first episode that I saw, but then I remembered that I laughed so hard at Hamstergeddon, so now that's my favorite episode. Bryce and I were watching, he kept Zim kind of like secret from me for like as long as he could. And then we started watching all the Valentine's Day episodes of like old Nickelodeon shows. And so then we watched Tak the Hideous New Girl, and at first I was like, bro, like, why? Like, out of all the episodes, it's this one. And then we started watching all the other episodes, and then now I have Zimitis, so, but Hamstergeddon made me literally lose my, I don't want to say shit, but shit.
Shit.
I
Fuck.
already said shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosmo, don't say shit!
But yeah, it literally, I died laughing during that episode, so Hamstergeddon. And Megadoomer says that's me name, yes.
Yes.
Zopi, what's your favorite episode? Why?
Yeah.
Hamstergeddon is one of my personal favorites because it's just really stupid. But I think one of my personal favorites, I mean, they're all good. I'm trying to think.
Which one's like special to you? holds a special place in your heart.
What happened to your camera? It was working.
I'm trying to figure out how to do the OBS thing right now.
Oh, I didn't know you had something like that. Okay.
Yeah, Zopi has like a VTuber.
Oh, cool.
See it in some videos.
Cool.
Don't think.
Ooh, okay, so we have
The Christmas
more
episode is really stupid. I love the Christmas episode. It's the musical number in that.
I find that episode extra stupid because Nubs of Doom didn't come out before it, and so it just has extra characters with no explanation. It's extra stupid. And they changed the art style of Zim at the last second, so Zim looks different in that one, and in no other episode. But good news, we're going to be drawing Zim like in the Christmas episode, pretty much from now on. So I think like Kaya did it. Kaya has the. I don't know if you did that intentionally.
I did. I drew this thing yesterday, so I remember. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe.
Yeah, Zim is in the Christmas episode, and then we saw in official promotional art, Zim on his shoulders isn't just the triangle anymore. It's now shaped like a pizza slice.
Like a pizza.
And
yeah.
in the direction that his arm moves is where the pointy part of the pizza slice is going to be pointed
I'm gonna be right
towards.
back.
So when Zim's arms are straight down, it's actually rounded at the top and then pointy at the bottom. Weird. But that's what it is. That's what they wanted all along, I guess.
Yeah, so Alexis asked hold on, I'm trying to find the question. How did I escape from the TV and become a YouTuber? Zim Magic.
Wait, how did they do
Yeah.
it?
I don't know, you tell us.
Yeah, you
Apparently
tell us.
they're Dib or something. I don't know. Like. Okay, and then. Yeah, because they said you voice me, Flamgo, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then. I think this is Freya, which we already answered her question, so sorry, Freya.
Oh, did we? What was it?
The
I
favorite.
don't think that's
character.
Freya.
Oh, is it not? Oh. Okay.
There's different tallest purples. Freya is one of the tallest purples, but I think this is a different tallest purple.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it was the favorite character question.
Yeah.
And then this one, they did ask it. Oh, actually, before that, Megadoomer asked specifically to Bryce, how did you react to Bad Bad Rubber Piggy as a kid?
Unfortunately, I don't think I saw that one as a kid.
Oh.
Oh no.
At least I don't think I did. I really tried to catch Zim every Friday night. They didn't rerun it very much. They would air episodes on Saturday mornings, as part of the Totally Twisted Telly thing, and I just hate that they didn't do a thing where like they would cycle through all the episodes and then when they went to the end they just went back to the beginning. They just played, I think, the episodes that like maybe got the most views when it premiered. I'm pulling that out of my ass, but like they just re-ran the same episodes over and over again, and then like episodes that would come out, it felt like they would only air that one time and then they just never reran them. So maybe Bad Bad Rubber Piggy was one of those. I don't think I ever caught it. But when I got back into Zim, when it started rerunning in 2010, and I had access to the Nicktoons channel, yeah, I thought that it was a really neat time travel episode. We talked about this a little bit in the Swollen Eyeball. But seeing Zim try to like take Dib out by going back in time, but it not working very well because it would cause a paradox. But the fact that he every single time he threw a piggy, it did make Dib's life worse. And so all Zim had to do was make Dib's life worse just enough for then Zim to just kill him in the present. But he then was like, no, I'm just going to kill him in the past. It's like, that won't work, because then you would never have built this machine. You would have to kill him in the present. And then after, I thought that the exponential, you've gone too far, Zim, as far as his, not his karma, comeuppance, whatever, like, of what Zim deserves for what he got was when Dib almost died, and then Membrane gives him the superpowered titanium exoskeleton. Every single new piggy that Zim threw in just made Dib stronger. I thought that was so awesome, because it just showed, it gave Zim his comeuppance. Like, the harder you try to kill this guy is going to make it even worse for yourself. And fantastic writing, Eric Trueheart. But I don't know, I guess that's my earliest thoughts of Bad Bad Rubber Piggy. I don't think I saw it as a kid, or if I did, I think I forgot.
Nice. And then Tallest Purple said, I know this is a stupid question, there's only stupid answers. But if you could turn any Invader Zim character into food, who would it be?
I'm thinking between, like, turkey neck and chicken foot, but, like, I don't know, but chicken foot isn't like a chicken. He's just a dude. He's a really skinny dude in a costume. So, but I don't like turkey all that much. So if it was chicken neck, that would be so good. But I don't think that thing exists. I'll have to think about it. I'm gonna make some Orville Redenbacher popcorn, and you guys can answer that question.
Okay.
It's the ultimate butter kind.
We got a new sub. Rebecca says, "Hi, I'm a new sub. I love you guys. Thanks for subbing."
Hey, a new subscribble.
Bryce just left to do his thing that he normally does whenever we get a new subscriber. Luckily, I have it memorized, but it's gonna sound weird if I do it, so I'm just gonna let Bryce do it later.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. Yay.
Yeah.
I don't stare at the popcorn for the 2 minutes and 20 seconds while it's popping anymore.
I was gonna say we got a new subscriber, and I was gonna do your thing, but I'm not you, so.
I don't feel that's appropriate on this channel. But if you want to see me do my extremely cringe and weird initiation, that's only okay for 18+ audience. You can go to literally any of my other channels. Do you see my name, Bryce Barnett? Sub to that channel. In fact, I'm just going to put it in the description real quick.
Couldn't find the charger for my laptop.
Okay, but so we have another, or I guess, does anyone else want to answer that question?
I do.
We didn't answer the question. Kaya goes first.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe girl. Yeah. I answered the question.
Eats the
Bye.
robot.
Bye.
Any
Yeah.
food.
Bye.
What food would you want Gur to be?
Maybe a burrito.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, I know. Waffles.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would want to turn
Bye.
Scooge into like a big Scooge-shaped cake because he'd be really sweet.
Yay.
Oh.
His flesh would be delicious.
My channel, my gaming channel, which is my main channel, is linked in the description now. And I will be playing Invader Zim games there when I get to it eventually. I'm getting through all the Nicktoons games. And next up is Barnyard, the masterpiece. Barnyard.
I've heard you rant about Barnyard, and it was the
Yes.
craziest thing ever.
Cow Theft Auto, Red Dead Cow 2. It's so good. Open world cow game, RPG.
The Invader Zim character I would turn into a food. I would turn Scooge into an Italian sub.
We all want to eat Scooge.
Yeah, that's it. Scooge would be a great Italian sub.
Has anyone
Okay,
said
now I-
crispy dip yet?
No.
Wait, we
Oh.
didn't get Zopi's answer.
Or mine.
Or Rain.
I would turn dib into a squid.
That's a food. Yes, it is a food.
For me, I don't have an answer for like what I would turn them into, but I would turn mini moose into a food. But probably like it's a drink and not really a food, but I would turn mini moose into chocolate milk.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like a blueberry scone.
That would be a cool, like, oh man, if like Nesquik chocolate milk like made a mini moose, like, but like the milk was purple, I would drink the shit out of that. Like,
Yay.
Like a
milk.
taro milk.
Yeah. You always get
Rebecca,
like
the YouTube channel for Bryce's gaming channel is in. He commented on the channel, but with the links there. Alexis says, Bryce, the popping of the popcorn is making me hungry.
good.
Good.
Okay, we all answered that question, okay?
Why don't we go to the old questions? And then just like,
Okay, and then go to the new ones?
yeah. So make sure
Okay.
you're keeping up with all the new ones and putting into the
Okay, let
document.
me put the new ones in real quick.
Okay.
Then...
So we could say what else we have going on. So Xeno's of course running Swollen Eyeball. And the next
this
one's
week
coming
we're
out
gonna
on.
have Room with the Moose release.
Yeah.
With a moose.
Actually, y'all should subscribe to that channel.
Yeah,
We should put that in the description as well.
at XenoCG. And if you want to watch me play Tomodachi Life with Zim characters, you can see that on my gaming channel, XenoCD.
Xeno Compact Disc.
Yeah.
Like Sega CD,
Yep. Any CD you can think of.
Sonic CD.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of another Zim episodic series, Flamgo has started art school, spelled the Zim way. And
Because of course.
yeah, and there you will learn how to draw and animate Invader Zim, which is integral to Lost and Found if you are to work here. So important. Thank you,
Yeah.
Flamgo, for creating
We should
that.
say that it's not working because no one's getting paid.
It's still
a passion
work. We're just not
project.
employed.
If you get abducted by us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consensually. In Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the questions ready if everyone's ready.
Hooray!
Alright, so this is from Megadoomer on Discord. Thank you, Megadoomer. What's the history of Invader Zim Lost and Found as a group? And then in parentheses, when the Discord was made.
Okay. As a group. I mean, I guess I could just say, like, kind of the whole history. Once upon a time, I wanted to make original content, and so I made this channel. It was originally called Smickledorf, and I uploaded a show on it called Purple Toilet News. And that was really fun. That was with a lot of my friends. And while we were working on that, I was also very passionate about getting a visual version of the Invader Zim episodes to exist. And so I got the Invader Zim House box set 2 months before the 10th anniversary of Invader Zim. And in fact, if you go to the channel Bryce Burnett Home Videos, the playlist 2011, the very first video is me unboxing the Invader Zim House box set in 2011. So I got that then, and I had to get these episodes ready by March 30th. So I very quickly put together all the episodes that I could with my own crappy animations, as well as other animators and storyboard artists that have worked on Invader Zim Lost Media back then, and then I created the first 8 unfinished episodes and threw them up on the channel, and they just kind of like sat there for a while, and but like it was not meant to be a Zim channel. It was my channel. So that's where I had my comedy sketches. I continued to make short films and other comedy sketches on that channel. And then I also started to upload like vlogs and whatnot. And then I was also experimenting with stereoscopic 3D, like with like these kind of 3D glasses, the Real D 3D glasses. So I made a bunch of 3D videos, and I put those up on the channel. And just like the channel was kind of stagnant. It eventually did hit 1,000 subscribers in 2016, but like it wasn't like growing much at all, and so I just kind of like gave up for a little bit. In 2017, in 2017, I started to live stream Minecraft on this channel a whole lot. So some of you guys might even remember that. And it is the Minecraft stuff is turned into what Minecraft Hell is now. So there was that. And then I also like uploaded some advertisements that I made for like my job, and it was like a total mess of like what the channel was. Like there was no direction. It was just my channel. And then I learned more about how the YouTube algorithm works, and I realized, all my channels would do 10 times better if I just put all the content that's related onto separate channels that made sense. And so the content that was doing the best out of everything else that was on there was the Zim content. And so I didn't feel like deleting the Zim content, making a new Zim channel, and then just starting up from there. Most people that were subscribed for the Zim content. And so I'm like, you know what? Delete everything else. So I took down all the other videos that were unrelated to that channel, and I made separate channels for them. So for my gaming Let's Plays is Bryce Barnett. That's just my name. And that's where I do gaming stuff. Specifically for Minecraft, I have Minecraft Bryce Barnett. That's where I upload all the Minecraft Let's Plays, including the stuff that we do with Lost and Found in Minecraft. I have a Bryce Barnett 3D channel where I upload my 3D stuff. I have my vlogs channel, Bryce Barnett Vlogs, and then I also just upload the entire library of my home videos to Bryce Barnett Home Videos, which has literally over 4,000 videos. It's a whole ass library. And then once I deleted all of that off of this channel, I rebranded it from Bryce Barnett to Invader Zim Lost and Found, gave it the banner that it had for a while, and then gave it its logo that it currently has. And that happened, I think, in like 2021 or something like that. And just by doing that, I didn't upload any new Zim stuff. At least I don't think I did. I think I did actually, because a couple videos were deleted. Simon Says Doom was gone for a while, and I think Invader Punchy, and I think Dave the Spookies or something like that. But I put back up all of the other unfinished episodes of Zim that were deleted. So all 8 were there. And just by doing that and getting rid of everything else, the channel exploded. And I'm like, gee, branding really does matter. Because when people come to a channel, they see Invader Zim, I want to subscribe to this. So my personal channel became this. This is no longer my personal channel. It's now basically all these guys. But anyways, after I did that, I was still I was and still am very passionate about making original content. And my style and humor is very much like Zim. And so what I tried to do was find people that liked writing and they also wanted to make original short films and TV shows and whatnot. But who also kind of knew what Invader Zim was, so they can like get my humor. And that never really took off because Zim at the time was a little more niche. Zim is now kind of starting to become mainstream, but back then Zim was a little bit more underground. And so it was like I had to like introduce them to what Invader Zim was. And then in 2023, it kind of like clicked for me. Wait a minute. If I want to make original content with people that are really into Zim, I can't do it where I just look for normal people that just happen to like Zim. I have to look for the weird people that like Zim and see if they want to make original content with me. And so I'm like, okay, so if I have to do that, then that means I could start working on the other unfinished episodes that people have been asking for that I was too afraid to make at the time because I didn't think I was good enough. The two big episodes that people were asking us to make were Top of the Line and Squishy Hugger of Worlds. And because Squishy took place at the end of season 2 for what I understood at the time, I decided to start working on that. And so I needed to find a group that were big fans of Invader Zim and that had any talent in animation. So I was searching around the internet to see if there's any current group like working on a Zim project. And I think I found on Reddit there was this group that was called Invader Zim Re-Encoded. And what they were trying to do was make an Invader Zim Season 3 alternate universe that takes place after Florpus, and one of the alternate universes had a slightly more realistic look / a little bit more buggy. Like they made Zim look more like this reptile bug thing. And I thought that was interesting. And so I went there, and in the writing department was Nate. And so I joined there, and I'm like, hey, I'm Invader Zim Lost and Found. I would like to help work on whatever this is. And that was really exciting. And so they're like, we don't know how to get people to like make progress. We don't. They were like, we have a lot of ideas, but like anytime we assign somebody to do something, they like don't do it. What do you suggest? I'm like, well, first of all, you need a weekly Zoom meeting where like you're checking in with people. You gotta do that every week. And they're like, we don't have time for that. And I'm like, I bet you do. And so then we ran our first Zoom meeting, and that one is recorded. For those of you that are in the Discord in Operation Data Pack, if you go to Invader Zim Lost and Found Zoom meetings,
I watched it.
Yeah, the one at the very
too.
bottom, that was like the re-encoded one, and there's even some art from there as like the thumbnail.
Yes.
Yeah, that was our conversation about Invader Zim Re-Encoded. And I basically pitched the idea of what Lost and Found is now as an idea of what we can create. And so that very much divided the group because half of the people wanted to do this new bug reptile alternate universe thing, and then the other half wanted to finish the unfinished episodes. And I'm like, there is a situation where we could do both things. So like I would be down with helping you guys with both. While I suggested that, Nate and I decided to start working on. Actually, we started working on Top of the Line. We took what we knew of Top of the Line and we wanted to develop it into a script. And we got like a fourth of the way through when it occurred to me that there's possibly more things we could figure out about Top of the Line, and it'd be best to just wait on it. Where Squishy was fully released, like everything that exists about it was released in Eric Schuhark's book, and that was like volume 1, which implied that Eric could be releasing a volume 2, and maybe that one could include information about Top of the Line. And so we didn't want to make an episode of Top of the Line that ended up being outdated. And that was a good bet because eventually, on its own, not in a book, but on the internet, released the full scripted version of Top of the Line. And so now, we don't have to throw out the whole episode because now we have the real thing. So it was a good idea to bet on doing Squishy first. So Nate made the Discord, Lost and Found, and we brought over as many people that were interested from Invader Zim Re-Encoded. And with any project, with any company, it's good to have expectations in check. And I just kind of like warned like Nate and everyone, there's going to be a lot of people that come in and go over the years. And so like, just because people are leaving doesn't mean that like we're failing. That's just kind of the natural order of things. People come in, they're excited, they might get bored and they might leave. And that's okay. And so there's not a lot of people that stuck around from that. I think maybe the one other person is like Ash. Yeah, I think, and Ash is still around. She still like comments and stuff in the Discord. I think she was from Re-Encoded. But certainly Nate was. So Nate and I didn't do much recruiting in Lost and Found until we had the script finished and we were very confident with how we wanted it to be. Because, if you recruit a bunch of animators, because typically what happens in a lot of these groups is you get people excited about a Zim project, you recruit a bunch of animators, but you don't have any scripts done. You don't have any writing team ready to go. And so there's just all of this talent that's sitting there, and they're like, okay, what should I do? And they're like, I don't know, I haven't finished the script yet. Or some teams might be like, oh, just animate, and then we'll make the script. Like, they don't... face palming. Like, they don't...
Same plan.
Yeah. They don't even know how to get anything like this started. So I'm like, let's not waste any effort recruiting right now. Let's just focus on making the script as best as we possibly can. And then once we did that, we were like, okay, we're ready to start like promoting this thing to get some voice actors to get this first recording concept art version ready to go. People have to see it to believe it. Like we can't just say like, oh, here's the script, big whoop. It has to be a watchable episode. So that's where we made the concept art version of Squishy. And everyone in that video was just Nate, me, Flamgo, and Ash. And Ash was Tack. And, yep. Yeah, that's Ash.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's all we had. It was literally just us. And then we recorded that. I was editing it together while Flamgo was doing basically all the drawing for the concept art version. And then we wanted to prepare for like a lot of people to come in. So luckily I was dating an awesome person that loves running social media groups for some reason. That's like their biggest hobby, and that's Rainforest here. So Rain, just every single day we would talk, and it was always Rain talking about some Facebook group or Discord something or other that they were running, and I'm like, why do you run all these things? She's like, I just like doing it. I'm like, wait a minute, why don't you just run my group? Because I don't want to do it. No one else wants to do it, and you actually enjoy doing it. So.
And well, can I chime in?
Go ahead.
Here? Yeah. So like Bryce got me into a lot of things. Like I'm borrowing a PS5 that was his. It still technically is, but I'm just borrowing it until PS6 comes out. And I would be like streaming, and Bryce was usually pretty good at like talking in my chat, and then like on Saturdays I would be streaming during like the meeting times, and he like wouldn't be there, and then like as we like continued to talk, he was like, yeah, this is why, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so then he brought me in, and now I mean, it's still under Nate's name, but I technically run it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, well, alright, look, girlfriend, this Zim thing is going to be such a big part of my life, and if you're not a part of it, unfortunately, you're going to see a lot less of me, because I'm going to be really busy. And so, I'm like, you gotta be a part of this. And then Rain's like, okay. So Rain's here, running the server, and we were mentally preparing to get ready for like the massive amount of people that would come in. So I believe we just released the squishy. Oh yeah. There was like a big announcement video that I made where I was like announcing that like we're going to be doing unfinished episodes. The first one we're doing is squishy. Here's a work in progress version. So that was a big announcement. Don't ever be all talk about something. You have to actually do the thing. So, yeah, I didn't want to make an announcement that we were making an episode and have nothing to show for it. So we showed the concept art version right then and there. And then that was, I guess, enough to at least get in talks with the Reanimate project that was working on Invader Punchi at the time. And then a big part of Lost and Found is Xeno. And that's how she heard about the Lost and Found project. So I'd love if Xeno would like to chime in on your journey to where you are now in Lost and Found.
Yeah, I was part of the Invader Zim Reanimate server for a long time. I joined sometime after... Oh, what was the project for that? It was after like 10 Minutes to Doom, because I saw like that multi-animator project and the Trial multi-animator project, and I always wanted to be a part of these things, but it felt like every time I heard about them, it was already too late and it was already done.
Yep.
So
Same.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to stake my claim. I'm going to actually join one of these things before they announce their next project. And so that's what I did. And I kind of sat dormant in that server for a long time until we eventually did Invader Punchi. And then, near the end of Invader Punchi's production, suddenly in comes Invader Zim Lost and Found, in comes Nate, doing this whole
Oh my god.
promotion
I remember.
thing.
Yeah, Nate did a whole like prank like
Oh god.
drawing,
Well,
and
we
then
don't...
people got on him because it's very clearly AI, and he was like, yeah, it is. I'm just.
No, that was a different day.
Oh, was it a different day? Oh.
It was a very different day.
Didn't we
Well, no,
colonize the
you're-
Reanimate server?
We did, yeah. We broke down the
Yeah.
door like the FBI.
Oh yeah.
Actually. Well, this is long before that. Anyway, this was back when they were like separate things, back before they like fused together in
Yeah.
some horrible tragedy. That's a joke, by the way. Anyway, Yeah, so yeah, I mean, they're doing this cross promotion where it's like, yeah, we're making Squishy Hugger Worlds. Like, if you want in, get in the server. I'm gonna be so honest. At first, I thought y'all were like exaggerating or like overly confident. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. You made your own Zim episode. Yeah, so did I. And the main reason I joined actually was just because I like being in Zim servers and I like talking about Zim. I meet a lot of people through it, met some of my closest people through the fandom, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll just add another Zim server under my belt. I didn't really believe in the project until I was brought into my first Zoom meeting, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, they got, like, people I recognize. Okay, because I didn't watch much of the Zim Lost and Found YouTube channel beforehand, but when Bryce introduced himself as, like, the person behind that channel, I was like, wait a minute, I saw you and I recommended a few times. You're, like, a person with stakes in this fandom. And so I saw how things were organized, and I was like, oh, they actually do have production. Okay, I guess I'll give it a chance.
I forgot to mention that between 2011 and way later, I made a lot of connections in the Zim fandom, including Soapy Waffles and Operation Head Pigeons. And
Yes.
and Operation Head Pigeons has connections to everybody and their mother.
We've been collecting the fandom VIPs like Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's when I started doing things. I started as just a concept artist. But even in my first Zoom call, I yapped so much about, like, my history with Zim and, like, my passion for the series that, I could tell, like, something kind of sparked in Bryce and Rain where they were like, oh, she's one of the special ones.
Yeah. I think
special is in
Oh, she's a little special.
Yeah. I think Bryce and I were talking, and Bryce was like, so Xeno needs, like, a higher position, like, right now. And I was like, yeah.
I introduced myself by describing myself as a lore expert.
Yep.
And that's how a lot of things ended up falling. That was, like, half joking, but, like, I also am serious because I know a lot of things. I do a lot of fact-checking that a lot of casual fans don't. And that's how I ended up doing Swollen Eyeball. And that's when I really went and became, like, one of the main people of this group.
At first, when Xeno was like, oh, I'm a lore expert, I kind of took that as a challenge. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah, they had, like, a lore on.
like, oh, are you? Like, I bet I know things you don't. And then I'll tell them to you, and then you will know them. I can't say what those were.
Do know things and have, like, real like, you see this all the time in Soul and Eyeball where, like, I like learn new things as we do it because there's a lot of things where, like, that, like, Bryce has figured out years ago, and I'm, like, just now realizing, like, oh, that's what that meant.
Like what?
But it's like the time travel thing. I thought the reason the machine was rejected was just because it was too big, or Zim's machine was stupid. I didn't think it was the time anomaly.
No, it was good writing. It was good.
Yeah.
You did
but
good.
I
It was
also know all
great.
the comics, so I think it balances out.
Yeah. And
If I wasn't.
Flamgo and I and Nate made a promotional video promoting Squishy. I will never forget Flamgo also, like, edited that, like, super freaking fast. So that's when I was like, okay, Flamgo's, like, crazy. Okay.
Flamgo.
Yeah, the sun was coming up when I was done.
I don't think a lot of people have actually seen that. Would one of you like to
Oh.
share that video really quick?
Yeah, I
Oh
can.
god.
Okay. While you're pulling
I
it
can
up,
share it.
Oh, Xena, are you done with
Sure.
your story? I want to hear. I want to share Kaya's story and then also Zopi's as well. But yeah, Xena, is there anything else that you wanted to share?
Nah, that's pretty much it. I have a very, very long history with the Zim fandom in general before that, but we'd be here all day, so I'm just gonna keep it to my history with Lost in Fandom.
Okay, I have the video up. If you want me to share it?
Hold on.
Well, not much of my story got leaked either, so I'll probably share that as well at some point.
Yes. Yeah, I would love to hear more about Flamingos.
Okay, do you want me to share this video or no?
Yeah, share it, and then we'll do
Okay.
Kaya, Flamgo, Zopi.
Okay. I don't know if everyone on stream's gonna be able to see this, but
Yeah.
Do you have sound turned on?
yes.
Just checking.
Thank you, Flamgo.
Oh yes, you're welcome.
Ever since Invader Zim got canceled, I've had to live on the streets.
Oh my god, it's this one.
My mom and my dad, the only solace in this life, especially since I forgot to wear sunglasses that day. My life was so horrible, I had to watch my parents get tortured daily by an anonymous figure I've yet to find out. And
I
then
just light
one
things on
day,
fire.
they didn't wake up. The remains were grotesque, unrecognizable, and next to a dead cicada for some reason. The only thing that was salvageable was something my dad had eaten the previous day. A ticket from Invader Zim Lost and Found. And I knew my life would change for the better, and that I was willing to appease the tallest.
It's not a good morning. You know why? Because Invader Zim was cancelled, there's been no more episodes, and I want more Invader Zim, and I want it now!
You have a very nice house,
I
Ray.
don't care. I want more Invader Zim, and I want it now! What is this? Invader Zim fan project. They're looking for collaborators?
My acting is so
Maybe I
bad.
should join that.
You don't
Dad,
even know what Christmas
I found a
is.
paper ticket!
I know exactly.
Mom, I found a
I did the
paper
drawing,
ticket.
parents.
There ain't much in this life that I feel I need.
You can tell it's Texas.
Oh my god,
Life's good.
Yeehaw.
I don't ask for much, though I do catch myself yearning for an adventure. Something sciencey, something
And
fictional.
the comic clutch.
radiating
I'd call it
Texan.
fictitious sciences, if there ever was
Fictitious
a word for it. Something.
What, an invasion?
Invasion?
Gold on a piece of paper?
I had to come in clutch with all the vertical videos. I didn't know what to do.
I found a
I've got a
paper
ticket.
ticket. You got a paper ticket.
Yay!
I love how insane this one is.
Not insane enough.
Are you an arsonist?
Yeah.
Megan Roush, is that Nate? Yes, it's Nate.
Yeah, Nate used to be more active.
Yep.
Oh, he died.
Oh, okay. Kaya's turn.
Yeah. Okay, so where do I start? I have never seen that video you showed me. I came here because of that another announcement you made. At that time, well, I was really good at drawing Sim, I guess, and there was something about Invader Sim I just loved, and I never thought that I could be like in touch with any other people that also loved Invader Sim. Never in my life. And well, a long time ago, I didn't have any friends or talk to anyone really, and the characters that I loved were the best part of my life, maybe. when you love Invader Sim, the next step is looking for the lost media, lost episodes, and so on. One of the first that I saw, maybe it was 10 Minutes to Doom. I love that one. And then some good day, Bryce made an announcement, and I remember what I say. I said something like, I love so much this thing you are doing. I wanna help with the animation thing and na. And then he responded to me with, have you joined the Discord server? And I said, I am a genius. And then I created a Discord account and joined. For some reason, I joined the Reanimated project. I don't know why, and maybe 1 week later, I found the Lost and Found server, and yeah, I at the beginning of the when it was time for the first meeting, I didn't really I wasn't expecting me to like be assigned some storyboards, and when I did, I got so excited, and well, I kept doing storyboards, and I loved it, and I love that, and yeah, someday you offered me the chance to be a mod, and now I'm here.
Kaya has like the best storyboards. Like I
True.
absolutely.
Kaya just
love them.
spits them out. Like, we'll have a meeting, and then she's like, we give feedback, and then like the next day, she's like, done. And it's like,
Me? Who?
you.
Yes,
yeah.
you.
I don't remember that.
Her
Well, have
passion.
you seen the space battle?
Yep, and Space Battle, yep. And Kaya's passion in the high standards that we have for remastered, she loves bringing that to life, and her work on remastered is absolutely amazing. I can't say enough nice things about it. And I love that.
I am the absolute cinema.
Yes.
And Kaya offered to do a Spanish translation, and that led to the Mini Moose dub sessions.
Yeah.
So what was your inspiration for that?
Good question. Maybe it's just Zim. I do this because I love Zim. I don't know why. Maybe because in the past, I love him so much. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's since I knew about Invader Sim, I'm a happier person. I'm happy now. I'm happy now.
Yay. Would you say-
you're
Happy.
okay now?
Would you say at one point you were lost, but now you're found?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
it. Roll credits.
That's it.
Roll credits. That's
Say
it.
that
Thanks for,
again.
thanks for coming to the Q&A, everybody. No.
Say that again.
And again.
Okay.
We actually have a lot of questions. So
Great, great.
She's a
Well-
good invader, Zim.
Yes. So we'll do, Kaya, do you have any more, do you want to share?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yes. Yes. We need to post Kaya's channel as well.
Yay.
And then,
subscribe to
Well,
my channel.
I will update the description after this.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
gonna put myself in there, too.
Flamgo's story, and then Zopi's.
Okay. So Zopi and I's stories kind of fuse into each other. If I hadn't been scrolling on Reddit one day, I would not be here. I was scrolling on the Invader Zim subreddit. Thanks, Johnny, for doing that. I have a knock at my door.
When did you figure out that was Johnny the whole time?
I think when Johnny joined the server or something. Anyhow, I came across a little fan project. There was a thing. The problem, we'll probably not get more Invaders Zim. The solution, we can just make season 3 ourselves.
I think
That's
I can
Zopi's
send
little
post.
project.
I can
Yeah,
send
you
post.
could.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me find it.
So, and at the time, I had been doing little funny videos of me just kind of redubbing scenes from Invader Zim, and a lot of people like them. Posted on like a very tall problem Discord server or on the subreddit, and people liked it. And so, in Zopi's video, they said their biggest priority was finding a voice actor for Dib. And all the stars aligned. I'm like, wait, I could be Dib. I can do that. I'll step up. And so Zopi was like, funnily enough, we actually had, me and another user actually had you in mind. And I'm like, cool. And so I sent an audition in there, and blah, 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 blah. And so the next day, Bryce came in. Bryce came into my DMs. Hi, I'm the guy from Invader Zim Lost and Found. And I'm like, oh shit, I know you. And so you're saying we need a temporary Dib voice actor for an episode we're doing. Would you be willing to do that? And I'd be like, hell yeah. Yeah, that was great. So I joined the server. 2 days later, we had that Zoom call, which was the recording of the temporary squishy audio. I was very nervous. I was talking very fast. I was a scared kid. I'm still a scared kid, but I was even more scared.
You're a little older now, so it's okay.
A little bit. And so I also revealed, hey, guys, I can draw. You know, I don't have.
I didn't believe you.
Yeah, Bryce.
I was genuinely like, well, I mean, we'll see how you do.
Yeah, basically, I was like, okay, draw. I can do more than you're making me, and so I was like, I was very scared to show my art in the server because like, I don't know, what if I sound like I'm bragging? And my parents were like, show them your shit. Do it.
Shout out to Flamingo's parents in the chat now too.
Yeah, they're in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine. So I shared some of my art, and then I think it was Nate, like, okay, yeah, you can feel free to work on whatever you want, just as long as Ash isn't working on it. I'm like, cool. And so in the next meeting, we were talking about concept art. And I was assigned like the very first concept art version of the space battle, back when it was just Zim and Dib engaged a space battle.
Insert space battle here.
Yes, exactly. And so I'm like, damn it, I'll show you. I can draw. I haven't really tried drawing in the season 2 style very much, but I can do it. And so I did it.
Found it.
You found it. Good job. I posted it on the server. And yeah, it all went from there, and I also designed like pretty much the entire Squishy Armada. It just kept growing from there. And then Nate asked me, hey, do you want to lead the art department? And I'm like, hell yeah. And so things just kept growing, and I don't know, I feel like this project has definitely helped me realize I can do more than I ever thought I could. I just needed an external people pushing me to do it, because like back when I was working
You
on my
just
own
have to
animations-
believe in yourself. Then you can.
Only if you believe you can! Then you can! But, yeah, what was I gonna say? I made my own animations and stuff, but I really struggled with just pushing myself to animate because animation takes a long time. So it was really hard for me. But this project has kind of reawakened that ability because I have actually people counting on me and pushing me and checking on me in the meetings. So that's great. I think this is exactly what I need to, I guess, get my shit together. And like, hey, I have leadership skills. I can teach people things, and that's really cool. So this project has probably been a really good thing for me. And thank you all for letting me into your bubble. That's what I have to say. Yay!
And yeah, and now anytime we need something like fast edited or like something or a banner, we're like, hey Flamgo, and then Flamgo's like, stop screaming on me, I got it, and it's like, okay.
Exactly. I do like a little bit of everything here.
Flamgo made this thumbnail. We were like, I mean, do we really need a thumbnail? And Flam was like, yes! I'm doing it!
Exactly.
Flamgo is also. We have a whole team that's also working on the banner for the channel.
And by team,
yes.
we mean just Flamgo now.
Oh, is it? Is it
He's
really?
also
Well, hold on,
here.
hold on.
Don't forget that.
Well, yeah. We have Elzebel's is doing the background of the banner. I did all the characters on the line, and I think someone's gonna do the Armada in the background. So it's a collab between 3 people.
Yes.
Yeah, and also I got cast as Zim in January because I got the Zim voice down decently enough. So, yay, now I'm Zim, and I'm Dib. And I art direct, so that's pretty cool.
Who's doing the Armada in the banner?
Shay? I thought Shay was.
Shay.
Well, Shay died.
Yeah, Shay's tablet is literally dead. So
Oh,
Shay cannot
okay.
do it. I thought Flamgo was doing it.
Not the Armada, just the characters.
Can you do the Armada?
God damn it, sure.
Okay, great.
Okay, Zopi, your story.
So, which one of you wants to screen share the thingy?
If you send it to me.
Can't
I can
you?
do it.
You can't.
Yeah.
Are you not co-host?
No, oh, wait, let me make him co host.
Wait, no, I already sent it to you, Sarah.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I already sent it to you.
Okay, then I got it.
So, yeah, what happened was, like, originally I thought it'd be neat to make, like, an unofficial 3rd season that's actually just a parody. And now it's just the Invader Zim AU project, where it's, like, an AU that's just
God.
literally an AU of AUs.
Oh my gosh.
It's, like, the worst fanfiction possibly ever made. You need to play the audio, too. Play the audio, too.
I know I'm going to, but I was letting you talk before I played
Yeah.
it.
So this video pretty much summarized what happened.
Okay.
The incident.
I can't hear it.
Did you share audio?
Yeah, the sound I never unshared. Hold on.
It's been a
You have to click it every time.
purpose.
Yeah, it's on. Share sound is on.
Yeah. Unless that part's just mute.
Oh, I think that part's just mute.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what's supposed to
Make it full screen.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's restart it a second.
Make it full screen.
I know. I was finding the button.
This is so dumb. So, like, restart it so I can read it.
Okay. Restart it? Okay.
Yes. The problem. There probably won't be a 3rd season or continuation. The solution. The idea is simple. This is a failbook reference, by the way. Using the power of animation software, shitty voice acting versions, while still slightly making close to fan fiction, we make a 3rd season ourselves. 2 scripts have been completed by the time of posting. Episode 1 animation is also being worked on. It's still in limbo. Oh yeah, I do my OCD because why not? Yeah, we're missing some people. Our top priorities currently. Currently we're looking for a dip. Oh, we got a dip with the Flamgo. The project is in production hell. It is in limbo. I completely forgot about it, but I might work on it now, because now I've been reminded of what I need to be working on. By
Or
the
you
way,
could just
I
help
was,
us.
majority of the animation was just me. I'm the only one carrying this entire project on my back.
Why don't you just
Every
merge
time-
it with
every time I'm like,
Lost
yeah,
and
are you
Found
working
because we actually want to do a 3rd season.
We have an Aria cameo somewhere.
Yeah, I know. So that's why it's been renamed to the AU.
AU.
It's like a parody of fanfiction.
Okay.
Yay. But yeah, if it weren't for that project, I would not be here.
Yeah, Bryce like broke in, and then Bryce kidnapped me, and now that's why I'm here.
Essentially.
Where's your dead voice actor? He's right over there, sir. Thank you.
You know, gonna follow my father's footsteps. You know, that's a joke, by the way.
Yes.
And now
Okay.
I'm here. Now I am just the resident Zopi. that occasionally pops in to the voice calls, and by occasionally I mean most of the time. I usually go, "Hey guys, it's me," because I guess that's my catchphrase. And I also help out too. I did some storyboarding. I'm currently working on one of the animatic thingies.
There's only one race with the technology to defeat Squishy.
Oh yeah, I also killed Squishy. Zeno, do you want to explain that?
It was a Hunger Games simulator moment. We did Hunger Games simulator one time, and Zopi killed Squishy.
Wait, do we have the animation right now?
Okay, we have a lot of questions. So
We have a lot of questions.
All right, let's speed run the questions.
All right.
Questions now.
About
Yeah, that's my
4
origin.
questions.
Okay, so from Hex D, if each of you is a specific vine, what would that be? You can have more. You can have more if one can't limit themselves.
I don't remember many vines.
Oh man.
I remember a lot, but I'm trying to think of one.
I know I'm going out of order, but I have an answer. So.
Go ahead.
Mine is I'm a lesbian. I thought you were American.
Wait, yeah. No, I know I did not just forget it.
Did anyone touch my berries? Whatever that one was.
Has anyone seen or found my... I still haven't found my berries or whatever that one is.
Oh yeah. Not my berries.
Oh my god.
I'm probably I'm either when life gives you lemons, or I don't need a degree to become a clothes hanger.
Oh my god.
I'm either of those.
I'm a big fan of, what's your secret power? Chicken strips!
I don't think I know one.
Okay.
That's okay.
Mine would
Yeah, my
be,
plan was-
I should have left you on that street corner when you were standing. But you didn't!
Okay.
Yay.
Everyone answered, right? I think Bryce answered too. Yeah, okay. Have you guys ever got copyrighted by Nickelodeon?
Every time.
I mean, they're not strikes, though. They're only bad when they're strikes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
We're not
never
making
gotten
money off this anyhow, so it doesn't matter.
If it's a claim and, we're not making money off it anyway, that doesn't matter.
So, I used to try to avoid it, and then I was indifferent, and now I try to do it on purpose. Because if we get copyright claimed, and YouTube decides to put ads on our videos, we're not making money from it. But you know who is?
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. So they try to sue us and be like, "You're taking money from us." And I'd be like,
actually, we are making you the money for free.
and the case would be dropped.
Yeah. So there's the answer. Okay. Do the almighty tallest love me?
In 21 minutes.
Urkins don't feel love, and you are no exception.
Okay, does the creator of Invader Zim know about this channel? Ever since I found this channel, I'm just curious.
Well, Ricky knows about it.
Yes.
So does, no, Richard knows about Reanimated Project.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
Richard knows about this one.
Doesn't Eric also know?
Ricky is really close to Jonah, and I showed him a little bit of Squishy, enough to probably impress him. He seemed impressed. So,
He said we
maybe,
saved him a lot of time, so...
yeah, maybe he'd talk to Jonah and be like, "Hey, by the way, fans are making episodes." I'm sure he probably mentioned that, but I don't think
Yeah.
he knows the channel by name.
And Jonan hasn't, acknowledged us ever, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, he's been, doing other things. He's been on, side quests for a while now, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he got
he's
trapped
particularly
in that
interested at the
Buc-ee's.
moment.
No, his last reported location is Georgia.
Oh,
He's
in Georgia
nearing my
now?
location.
Oh,
He's
God.
nearing my location. Someone send help.
Oh God, no.
Look, he's advocating for rescue animals. He's doing important things.
Yeah.
That's good things.
I thought he notoriously never flies.
No, he's
driving. He's driving all around the country because he's like that, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if I should make the joke or not.
I was gonna say we can ask Soapy because Jonah and Soapy's dad.
Yeah,
Not really. That's a joke.
It's a joke.
For the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
So like,
Like
when,
Richard's my dad.
though he is like driving, sometimes he will occasionally teleport here. He's a very strange creature. Another reason I'm here is because of nepotism.
Okay.
Okay. The next question is: do you think Zim hates Gur?
No.
Nah.
No.
There's no way.
I don't think urchins have
No.
feelings.
Look, coming from the
Yes, they
person
do.
who had to animate Richard's performance for the line, "No, Gur, they turned you into ground beef. How? Why?" There's no way. There is
Yeah.
no freaking way. Even if you're under the belief that like Zim doesn't love Gur, fine. Or like you believe that there's coworkers, fine. But there's no way that he dislikes Gur.
And there's like also in Bad Number Piggy, there's a little portrait of them standing next to each other with a little heart. They're father and son.
They
That is confirmed.
We
in
know
I
season
am-
that
nine.
from top of the line.
From a writer's
Yes.
perspective, I am trying to figure out, like, I am aware that it has been established that like that is Zim and Gur's relationship, but I don't understand why Zim doesn't hate him at this point. Because he hasn't been super particularly useful. But the only thing in favor of Zim really appreciating Gur is that Gur is a special gift from the tallest. And to dishonor Gur would to dishonor the tallest.
Right.
And so Zim can't get rid of Gur because they gave him an advanced special unit. That it's just so advanced that even he doesn't quite understand it yet.
Yeah.
So that's my interpretation, but I'm sure
Is
Zeno
that
will
stupid?
punch me about
It's
it.
advanced.
Yes.
I think like girl seems only like true friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other than Minnie Moose, but he doesn't talk. Unless he does.
Yeah,
Telepathically.
Yeah.
I think even if Zim doesn't like fully realize it, he just likes having a little guy around to like actually listen to his plans and like sit on the couch with and
Yeah.
eat snacks with. He just won't admit it.
Right.
That's
Because
true.
Zim will never
If-
admit that he will actually want companionship.
If Zim didn't have Gur, no one would ever listen to Zim. No one
He'd
would
just
ever
be
obey
alone.
him.
Yep.
Oh. Except those ants. But they're just ants.
No.
The ants didn't listen.
No,
to
they
him.
did
They're
not
just
listen.
ants.
All right,
have a-
then.
We just have a lot of questions, and Bryce and I have
Okay.
our games to do.
True, so do I.
Yeah. So, why is his head so big? I'm assuming this is referring to Dib.
Yeah.
He stockpiles water and weapons inside of his head.
The world may never know.
No, there is a real answer to this, and that's part of God Save the Dib. So we
Yes,
can
there
talk
was
about
God
that a
Save
little
the
bit.
Dib to make him more
Funny looking.
So
No, it's like
Making
a
funny.
camel hump. It's like a camel hump. He stores all his water in there.
so
You know, that's a very plausible theory, but you see, the poor boy was born with a terrible condition that made his head big and made him annoyed.
does
Scientists
Flamgor
are
Zeno
still
know the
figuring out
story
how to deal with
behind
this.
God Save the Dib thing?
I do.
People drew him badly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zeno,
they,
can
they
you share?
wanted Dib to look funny, so they made his head bigger.
Yeah.
Like, proportionally. They gave him lots of forehead good. And that's the
Forehead
philosophy
good.
that we, like, a lot of, whenever I criticize people for, like, drawing characters' foreheads too small, or, like, even the show itself, I always quote that line, lots of forehead good.
Me too. Yeah. Exactly.
Red good. Like caveman.
Red good.
Alright, this one is related to the poll, but the question is, what was that third one? The third one was something about, like,
Oh, so you see, the third one is. I'm trying to think of a joke. Give me a sec.
The third one, it was why is my anus bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a reference
happens.
to rejected cartoons. Does anyone are you guys young enough or old enough to know that?
Is it the one where it's like, my anus is bleeding?
Yeah.
Well, I
Dude,
thought it was
I
a
love that one.
reference
That's
to
really
the New
funny.
Adventures of Zim and Gur.
No. Oh my God, Xeno doesn't even know this. Okay, well, now I feel like I have to pull this up. I don't know if it will work for me because I'm doing it on OBS.
Dude, I love that video so much.
I hope this will work. Okay, so let's go to the YouTube. Oh boy, I get to educate you guys on internet lore. Rejected cartoons. Such a. I think it was like 2010 or something like that. Here we go. Okay, so now I have to share my screen-alini. Let's just share everything. Oh, that's not sharing the audio. How do I share the audio now? Oh, they changed where it is. Share sound, optimize video. Hopefully that works. Tell me if this doesn't show up on YouTube.
It's showing up.
It's shown up.
On YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but let's go to where his anus bleeds. Just a bunch of like little short films. Okay, here we go. From 2010.
I love this one.
Everybody dance! Life is good! This is fun! My anus is bleeding! My anus is bleeding! For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is
There you go.
Yeah, if there was any year I would have guessed that where it come from, I would have guessed 2010.
Yeah.
It gives off like ASDF movie vibes
Yeah,
almost.
it's like pre-ASDF. It was like that
Yeah.
walked. So if
Yeah.
ASDF. could
Xeno's
run.
never seen that?
Yeah.
No, never heard of it.
Wow. I'm shocked.
What the?
Okay, next question. At what point in your lives did Zim become an important part of yourselves and start connecting with you more?
Yes!
Oh Lord, I'll have to try to keep this short.
Yes!
Hey, what was the question? I zoned out. I'm sorry.
At what point in your life did Zim become an important part of yourself and start connecting with you more?
Alright, Kaya
Okay,
first.
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Just yes.
That's it.
That's it.
Just yes.
Great.
Okay.
Yes.
March 30th, 2001. So because I'm old enough to remember when SpongeBob came out, and when that, like, there were trailers of SpongeBob before it came out, and I missed the premiere, and at school, all the kids were talking about, did you see SpongeBob SquarePants? That was so amazing. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And I'm like, I missed it. And they're like, you're a loser. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, okay, whatever the next Nicktoon is, like, I need to see it day one. And that was Fairly Odd Parents and Invader Zim, same night. And I'm like, I'm recording this shit. I'm sat for this. I need to see this. So, no, I very intentionally saw it, the premiere. And then I'm like, oh, this is the shit. And it was way better than Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents was like, oh, a cute little Nicktoon. I'm like, oh, okay. And then Zim came on. I'm like, holy shit, the production value is so much better. I'm like, this is the shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Zeno.
Okay, I got to Invader Zim in 2017, summer 2017. It was on Hulu. I was 13 years old, and I had heard of Invader Zim through cartoon YouTubers that referenced it. And of course I knew about Gur through, like, Hot Topic merch as well. So,
did they announce Florpus by then?
Yeah, Florpus was, like, vaguely known about. Like, we knew that there was going to be a movie, but we didn't know what it was called, and we didn't know what it was about. So it was a very exciting time to join the fandom, actually.
Yeah.
Because that was also when comics were coming out as well. But anyway, yeah. 2017, I saw that it was on Hulu, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna give it a watch, because, like, a lot of people say great things about it. I like the clips. And I fell for it way harder than I was expecting. And so, ever since then, nothing else has really come close to, like, capturing it, like capturing me the way that it did. There's just, like, such a unique, special, like, quality to it. The only thing that came close to ever... Like, the only thing that I can really compare, well, there's a few fandoms, I guess, but, like, Invader Zim was one of, actually it is, like, the most special fandom to me. So, yeah. And then, like, early 2018 is when I really started participating in the fandom, though. So, it took a little bit, but that was when it especially became super important.
But would you say your peak in the fandom is, like, right now?
Yeah, probably. Which is crazy to say, because, you know, I was super active in it for many years, but only just now do I really feel like I've actually become something more. Yeah.
Yay. Flim flam. You don't have to wait for me to tell you to go next. You just go.
Oh, I just assumed I did. That you just have to give me the all clear, because then I would know when everyone's done talking. Okay, so I'm a bit of a new gen, sadly. I really wish I wasn't. I first watched Invader Zim January 2025. So I had seen Gur occasionally on merchandise. I've seen people talk about it, and I've seen him places. And I've seen the show be mentioned sometimes by, like, art mutuals I had in the fandom previous, like, with fandom before mine. And so I was asking around, like, should I watch Invader Zim? I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be so funny if I watched this show? And everyone was like, yeah, you better watch it, it's so good. And I'm like, okay. I knew it was a Nickelodeon show. I'm like, okay, it's probably on Paramount Plus. Bingo, it is, let's go. So I parked my ass down, I watched The Nightmare Begins, and I'm just like, this is good, because I know what I'm curious, I want to know what happens next. Okay, if I want to know what happens next, surely this is a well-written, well-structured show. I should watch more of this. And I did. And even in like the first few nights, I could really feel it like latching onto my personality and changing my speech patterns. I really loved Zim, like himself a lot, because he reminded me of myself. I don't know, it just kind of latched onto me. It's done irreparable damage to my brain. Then I started looking around on Tumblr, looking at some fan art, and that's when I knew I was doomed. When I look at fan art and I start liking it. And so, alright, damn, I'll draw it. I'm gonna be drawing this fandom. I better analyze how they look in the show. I better analyze how they draw, how they're drawn. And so, yeah, I started drawing in the season 2 style and in my own style. And, one thing led to another, and now I'm here.
I'm here.
And the whole ordeal did not turn you into a hobo.
No, it turned me into something better. This is probably the peak I've been in any fandom, the most I've done for any fandom, and I'm proud of it.
Yay.
The whole ordeal turned me into a hobo.
Yep.
Yep.
So for me, I'm also a new gen, as Flambeau said. But like mine was literally just. No, I guess it was 2025. Yeah, because it was Valentine's Day last year. That Bryce and I watched. Attack the Hideous New Girl, and then at first I like was like, this is so stupid, like what the like this is parts of my life I'm not gonna get back. And then I joined Lost and Found, then slowly started getting the Zimitis, and now I'm just like I'm quoting it all the time now, and I'm being annoying on purpose, and I don't care. But yeah.
Well,
You're one of us now.
I think after you joined, we watched Enter the Florpus together.
Yes. Yes.
Which, that's a pretty good introduction into the fandom.
Yes, it is.
Enter the Florpus is good. And
I was obsessed with the Peace is Nice song. Like, I just kept quoting that for like a week. And
yeah, you were dying laughing the first time you watched it. You thought that was the funniest thing.
Yeah. So, Florpus is what kind of sealed it for me. And then I watched Hamster again, and I was like, okay, yep, I'm. This is it. This is my life now. Like,
get used to it.
Yeah.
Do we have a Gur figurine in your room right now? There you go.
Yay!
Yep. I'm working on
like
getting
one Gur plush.
I'm working on getting a Zim. I'm also determined to save enough money to get the house box set, because Bryce sent me something. I was like, no, I want the house box set.
Wait. Yay!
Yay! I have that same.
And I have my.
Yay! I'd show my
My-
Gur if I had my camera on and connected.
But you'll never do a face reveal until the Zim Awards next year.
We know what you look like, Zeno, but okay.
Yeah.
We'll pretend it's a secret, I guess.
Yeah. It's like
Sophie,
11.
have your answer?
So how I got into Zim, so during COVID, you know, I got bored and stuff, and I guess I watched Enter the Florpus with my mom, but, you know, as years went past by, I didn't really remember much. It was just a, faint memory. And then, you know, I started hearing, like, Zim audios on, like, wait 1 second.
One.
Sorry, my dad broke in. Anyways, I
Hi,
started hearing
Jonan.
Zim audios and stuff, and you know, the Zim fandom would occasionally pop up there now, but you know, I didn't really like think much of it because you know, it was a really faint memory, and then it started happening. Peace is Nice started coming back into my head. It was just reoccurring. Like it was like, where is this coming from?
Nice.
And then when my mom was showing me like the old Nick stuff, she was like, and I noticed Zim was like, wait, I kind of recognized that, and then I ended up watching it, and then I fell in love with it, and then I fell in love with it more, because Jordan Vasquez, and I've never resonated with someone that I've related to in years that wasn't
Someone you are related to.
And yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay. All right.
Good question.
Yes.
Next question.
The next question, would it be a good time to make mascot costumes of the whole cast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Make a Flan
cosplayers
go
have already
person.
been doing that for years, but yes.
Yay!
We're only going to keep doing this until we die, and that's coming up. So you might as well make the costumes now.
True. Start working with foam now, Flamgo. We gotta, like, costume max.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Bloody Gur?
He's a girl that's bloody. And is full of colored pencils.
Genuinely, well, actually, does anyone before me have any thoughts?
There are still bloody girls that we have to find.
Yep.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. I think Bloody Gur is really interesting because in a lot of other fandoms, that sounds like a creepypasta, right? That, whoa, there's this spooky blood-covered Gur, and it only appears in one frame, ooh. Like, in any other fandom, that would be, like, a creepypasta story, but in the Zim fandom, nah. It's a real
normal.
thing.
It's true.
And even then, it's not really treated like a creepypasta. Like, Sonic fandom, they see something slightly scary, they eat it up, and they make, like, a million fanfictions about it. Bloody Gur, I don't know, it's just, like, people just kind of treat it as, like, a cool trivia thing, which I think is really interesting.
I love Bloody Gur. He's literally just messing with the network.
Yeah.
So, I totally assumed that Zeno, you knew Bloody Gur was in Bad Bad Rubber Piggy, but you in Swollen Eyeball, it sounded like you were acting like you didn't, or you genuinely didn't actually.
I forgot that he was there.
You genuinely didn't know at the time.
I learned.
forgot.
It's one of those things I learned about before, but I forgot about that.
Okay, because you're like, we'll see. I'm like, what do you mean we'll see? Like,
Well,
we
I
all
was
know
going-
it's there.
I refreshed myself on like episode facts. When I check the wiki before an episode, it's both to refresh myself on facts that do have a source, and it's also find anything that I can pick apart and make fun of. And one of the things that they sometimes do is list appearances of Bloody Gur, and up to that point, every Bloody Gur mentioned was incorrect, so I just assumed that would be 2 for some reason.
Okay. Gotcha. It was a Boy Who Cried Wolf situation.
Yes. There were so many Bloody Gurs that I was disappointed by that I was like, I don't believe you anymore. And this is why misinformation is bad. Because the real fun facts sound fake.
Yeah.
True.
Bloody Gur. What is the question about Bloody Gur?
What do you think of Bloody Gur?
Thoughts?
I like civil disobedience in general, and so I'm a fan. Nick was like, you cannot have this image in the show, and they're like, fuck you, no, and you won't notice it, bitches. And they did it anyways.
Or malicious compliance, as we like to. That's also, I think, what it's called.
Yeah.
Malicious compliance. Yeah.
But
Okay.
they didn't. That's not malicious compliance.
Oh, okay.
That is, they straight up did the thing they said not to do.
Oh, okay.
They just sneaked it in.
Okay, never mind then.
I just think it may be fun. It's fun, like finding some bloody girls with your friends, and so yeah, I'm excited to find more bloody girls in the Swollen Eyeball, for example.
Like the type of thing you tell your friends about at like a sleepover, like 3 a.m. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so campfire story worthy. I love it.
So when
Like Wizard
Squishy
Crabs
explodes, should we have a bloody Gur when Squishy
Yes.
explodes?
Yes.
Do
Yeah,
it.
the fandom would love it.
Yes!
The Vegas.
We just spoiled it.
Beer.
Good
You
idea.
just spoiled it on
Well,
stream.
no, it's a
fine.
secret for those of the fans that see this Q&A.
Yeah, you think
But-
everyone's gonna watch this?
Yeah, not only our most
Yeah,
loyal
we've gone down in viewers.
Watch this.
We have proven how insane we are as a fandom. I think someone's gonna go frame by frame.
We have 12 viewers right now.
Yay!
Yay!
That's better than 11. You,
Even funnier
the
than 11.
12th viewer. You are
These
the
are our
best
best
one right
12
now.
viewers ever. Okay?
Alright. I'm gonna be an asshole and tell people we gotta just keep moving with these questions.
Yeah.
So, alright. Here's a stupid question. If you could be in the Invader Zim universe, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Pet
I've
Zim.
never thought about that.
You would pet Sim.
Ah.
Me too. Me too.
I'll
I-
try to become Sim's sidekick or something.
I'd befriend Mini Moose.
Aww.
I would be overwhelmed. I would probably try the Urkin Fun Dip, and I would also pet Zim and let him bite me.
Just adopt Zim. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
he's just a
think I
baby.
would be like if I was in like their grade, I would befriend Dib, and like kind of like help him not to take everything so seriously. But mostly, I would play video games with Gaz. I would just be
based.
Yeah, I would just take the
Yeah.
chill pill and just be like, look, let's just enjoy life. We're all gonna die. Let's just enjoy it.
Okay, I think everyone... Kaya, did you answer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, Sophie, what would you do?
Immediately befriend Dib because he is would probably be easier to befriend, and if I get very close to him, technically that would make me somewhat important. So I would immediately be granted plot armor, ensuring my safety.
Yes.
Because if I do nothing, then I'm just gonna be a little background character, and I might just get killed off, you know.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
wouldn't.
fine.
I wouldn't try to befriend Zim, because I would imagine that I would become the Keef in that scenario, and that's like my worst nightmare.
Yes, riskier. So Dib's like the safest option to
Yeah.
gain plot armor.
He befriended DeWicki. I think I'm okay.
Oh my god.
If I retain all previous memories and information, then I will use that to my advantage and basically become a literal god.
I'd work at Belodi's. I'd work there. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Do you guys have any OCs from Invader Zim that you'd like to share?
No.
Too many.
Aru. Don't forget my baby.
I've got like the entire Squishy Armada.
Yeah. Do you mean? I mean, OCs can be like.
I designed them.
Yeah,
They're
the
just-
random
they're
ass
just like-
shit that'll never go into the show, and then like the characters that we made for the show that will go into it.
I don't know. That's just what the question was. I don't.
Yeah, so I mean,
They're
I
no longer
once
in
drew
the-
myself in the season 2 style back in like 2011, so I don't know if that counts. I guess it does. I don't know. Maybe you could throw that into an episode as like a cameo.
Wait, I have Flamgur.
Nice.
Oh.
My brightness is too high.
What kind of phone do you have?
I think I have a photo as well.
It is a Samsung Galaxy 35A, something like that. I don't forgot, but Flamgur.
Sweet.
You can see my OCs, at least my public ones, on my Toy House page, because that's usually where I keep my characters. I have too many Zim ones to count, but my favorite that I'll share is Candy Lord B. I have put way too much thought into her. The premise is just, what if Zim had a genetic mother out there, as in, like, where half of his DNA came from? And so I just made her up. She is the Candy Lord of a of a factory called Fizz Meets Candies, and she's really close with Sizzlor, and she wants a family. Unfortunately, when she gets her DNA test, she finds out that her only, her closest offspring that she can interact with is Zim, and then she has to live with that horror.
What about 10?
10 is, in the story I'm writing, 10 is, inactive.
Okay.
Due to
Can I share
10
my?
going through it.
Sounds good.
Right.
So,
10 can't come to the phone right now, basically.
There we go.
So, this is my creature. Her name is Aru, you know. She lives in a trash can. She has a severe cheese addiction. She owns a pet hedgehog named Douglas. She's literally... Her personality is literally a hybrid between a raccoon and an opossum.
Yay!
On meth. And crack.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Zobi, if you're not going to do the OBS thing, just wear your mask that you did.
Yeah.
Because we'd like to see
That's
you.
the only time I ever have the camera on for that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, just wear your mask.
Alright.
Okay. Next question.
Alright, serious question. Where exactly would you find your squeedly spooch?
My dad asked that. That was my dad.
That was Flamgo's dad, apparently.
Alright, so what you wanna do? You gotta open your stomach cavity, take a left and a second right, and then take another right. Left, left, right, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Go north and then South Park. You'll find it.
There's an actual answer to what a squeedly spooch is and where it is.
Yes, it's the super organ that just does everything.
Yeah. It's in the
According
Bible.
to Jonan in 2004, but he forgot after.
Yep.
But the question wasn't what is it, it's where do you find it?
It's
inside of an Urkin.
in the
Just
torso.
pop one open, it'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Flamgo's dad. I don't know your name, but thank you for that. I know it's
I'm
not.
friends with him on Facebook, I think. No, wait, I don't think does he have a Facebook, actually?
My dad doesn't have Facebook,
Oh,
but my
yeah.
mom does.
Okay.
It's-
Friends
I was gonna
with
say
your
we're-
mom.
I was gonna say we're friends with Flamgo's mom, but yeah.
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 Also, Flamgo's mom earlier said that they only let Flamgo play with fire on Mondays. So
That's true, it's true.
that was when we showed
It's-
the trailer that we made for.
It is Monday, which means that Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker. It is her favorite activity.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the
All
next
right.
one?
This is from what's her name? The person that said that they're Dib Alexis. Alexis said, "Does anyone have a mini me?" And then U2's Dib plush, which Flamgo showed, and then she got sad that it went away. So
Here he is.
I have a Dib. He's up on my my plush hammock with a bunch of plague doctors and Sonic the Hedgehog.
I have a plus hammock too.
Great for storage.
Ooh, true.
Okay. Megadoomer asked a question, but it's not part of the Q&A, but it's for Zeno. But I guess I can ask later.
Yeah.
It's a question.
Hexy asked, what is everyone's favorite deleted episode?
Deleted? Is it like
Deleted?
unproduced?
Or I think Hexy meant like unfinished episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kaya.
Maybe 10 minutes to do.
So out of all of them, I'm actually a pretty big fan of Squishy Hugger of Worlds. That's kind of why I chose that one, among other reasons. But I just thought it was beautifully ironic that this giant monster that loves hugging things, is ironically destroying them by hugging them every single time. And it's like, you know, if you love something, you gotta like let it go. But Squishy doesn't learn that lesson, and so he just has to be destroyed.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the trial. I love the trial, live for the trial. If the trial was made in full, it'd be my favorite episode ever. I love Smeet Scooge. I love getting to see Zim's backstory. I love that it reveals that Zim is canonically neurodivergent. I love it so much. It brings so much to the canon.
For me, hi. Probably Mopiness of Doom because I think it's cute. And if I had a second favorite, I don't know. I feel like I would find Dan the Spookies hilarious because of they're just so stupid as ghosts. Yeah, there's my answer.
I don't want to like be like, oh, I like Squishy because we're writing it, so I'm not gonna be like that. That is one of my favorites, but I would say my favorite is probably Invader Punchi. I just really like Xeno's animatic for the no, Gur, they turned you into ground beef. I just think that's so funny. So yeah, I would have to go
Animation.
I would have to go with Punchi.
Fun fact, for me, for many years, that was like the only thing I remembered about Punchi. Genuinely, don't care about the rest of the episode, it's fine. I would just love it for that one part.
Yeah. Zopi.
Squishy is one of my favorites too. I mean, because it's something that I'm like helping with,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That I helped a tiny bit with, so some bias towards that,
Yeah.
True. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forget what I say about 10 Minutes to Doom. Squishy is my favorite.
Yay! Kaya's favorite
Alright,
is
well,
Squishy.
I guess now I'm gonna say Squishy's my favorite too. If we're all
I like Top of the Line now that we know about it.
True, that
Fair.
one's also
Yeah.
amazing.
That one is, yeah.
I'm surprised Trial is above top of the line for you, Xeno.
I really like Smeet Scooge, okay?
That's a valid reason. It's a valid reason.
But also,
Listen,
that's the other tallest, and Zim is canonically neurodivergent. Hello.
Yes, but top
Yeah,
of the line has all Zim, Scooge, Tallest, and Tack.
But, I like confirmation that Zim is defective. So.
Very well.
Okay.
In Urkin lore.
Yes.
It's
It is very
cool.
important.
I felt like I was gonna say something and I totally forgot what I was gonna say, so it's not important. We'll just move on to the last
I
question.
forget what it was.
Yeah.
The last question. What did you think of Dib? Did you hate him, like him? Or what do you...
When we first saw him, when we first saw Dib, what did we think of him? Is that
Yeah.
the question? I think I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaya.
His glasses are cute. I think it's cute.
I literally got round glasses because they were cute.
Yeah, when the show was first on, not a big fan of Dib because I only saw season 1 Dib and I hate his face.
Yeah, true. He's ugly.
He there's not really any part of him that was likable because this is when we first saw Dib, right? When we first saw him,
Yeah.
nothing about him I liked. I could see why the God save the Dib thing had to happen. Season 2, he became funny. And Florpus, he's wonderful. Florpus, he's the main
I love
character.
Florpus Dib so much.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and Florpus, he should be the main character of the show, not Zim. So, yeah. But yeah, when I first saw him, gross. I don't like him.
So I love talking about Dib first impressions because I watched the series in order, and oh my god, at first I was like, who is this kid? What does he think he is? I thought, like, oh my god, he's insane. He's a maniac. Somebody arrest him. And then, as the series progressed, I liked him, like, way more with every episode that, like, showed him on the defense. I realized, oh, he's a nice kid. And remember, I was 13 at the time, so there was a period where all the, like, anime, I was just getting exposed to all, like, the anime boy fan art of Dib that makes him, like, the emo or whatever. And there was a very short period of my life where I did have a crush on him, though as I got older, of course, that vanished.
I had a crush on Coraline.
Yeah. So like, he was also a childhood crush, I guess. And then Florpus came out, and he's been... And now it just kind of depends on the Dib. Like, in general, I think Baby Boy Baby. Though whenever I watch the series, I like making fun of him.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I am. My first impression of Dib, it's actually funny. I didn't, like, outright dislike him. I didn't like him or dislike him. I think I was too busy being enamored with this show because it held so much promise to my brain. Like, I was watching the show, and I'm like, I wasn't caring about, like, Dib being a little rat. I was just like, this is good shit. This is good shit. You know, I bet the way the show is constructed, I bet they're gonna have you like Dib more as it goes on. It does that a lot. And I was right. I look at Florpus Dib now, and I just need to scoop him up and hug him because he's my son, and I love him very much. He's so cute. But in the series, I want to, like, I don't know, want to lightly slap him because he's ugly. Yeah. I was neutral about him before. I was just like, this is a good show, period. I liked Florpus Dib. He's very baby. He's... yes. Okay. Applause. Continue.
For me, I don't think I, like, hated him or liked him. I definitely thought he was annoying on purpose. But I did like his hair for some reason. I was like, his hair's kind of cool. I like the spikiness of his hair. And then I saw Bryce's picture of him with Dib's hair, and I was like, yeah, okay. So, yeah,
Does that mean you like it? I don't know what okay means.
Yeah, like, I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I definitely thought, personality-wise, he was definitely annoying. So yeah, but I wouldn't say I, like, hated him or liked him, but I was just like, I remember asking Bryce, like, why does he hate Zim so much? And the only answer that I got was like, oh, because Zim's an alien or whatever, and I'm like, well,
Zim's
yeah,
trying to take over the world.
Well, yeah,
autistic hostility.
And I'm like, okay, so this is in-group, out-group bias. Okay, got it. Like, that's what that is, essentially. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Zopi.
And autistic hostility is the reason.
I mean, I immediately fell in love with him, you know. I saw myself in him, and I'm like, oh my god. That's literally me. No, Dib's just a little guy to me. I feel very maternal towards him.
Zopi's username is Dib23. And,
It was.
It was. You know, every time I find a new favorite character, you know, I always change it.
Now it's Dib 23.
What's the 23 from? Zopi.
Huh, what?
What's the 23 from?
I was born on the 23rd.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Alright, that was the last comment?
What? That was the last question. We just have people saying that they, someone just came in and said they love the channel. Also, Flamgo's dad.
We love you, random citizen.
Wait, Richard's here?
No, Flamgo's dad. No, Flamgo's dad's name is Justin. because Flamingo's mom
Justin Timberlake
commented the names of Flamingo's parents. So, yeah.
It was Justin Timberlake the whole time.
And
I
I
don't
guess I'll
even
just
know who
ask
that
this.
is.
It's not part of the Q&A, but Zeno Megadoomer wants to know if you're doing another Tamagotchi stream tonight.
It depends on if my friends are doing anything. I don't know.
You can also play Minecraft with us.
Yes.
Yeah. I will, however, during all of this, I was actually customizing their outfits. So I get to show y'all my perfected, quote unquote, my Zimmies.
Megadoomer did actually ask another question before that. Has Zeno shown her face anywhere besides the swollen eyeball pilot?
Yes.
She did at the first meeting, I'm pretty sure. That she
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
I have a
use
question.
what Xeno looks like.
Xeno looks like a Xeno.
You can watch the recording from that. I can try to find it. And you can watch that meeting recording and you can see Xeno's
It's the
face.
first big meeting. It's the first big meeting.
I'm white.
And
No, you're
Texan.
not. You're a little alien guy.
You're gray green.
She looks like how she sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't look like how he sounds? Tuscan.
True. True.
Look, I gave Gur 3D glasses for you, Bryce.
Thank you. Yay! Now Gur can see in 3D. Or the blue and red
Yay.
ones.
Yes.
And
Nice.
Alexis said,
Anaglyph.
please add me into a category for next year as the voice of Zib, and I told them they need to send an audition.
Yeah.
They'd have to be better than Flamingo.
Oh, you've done Zib
Zib.
before?
Zib.
I haven't really tried, but I do
I
both
bet
Dib
you
and
are
Zim.
Zim
so.
and Dib, so if anyone should
Yeah.
be Zib, it'd be
Oh,
you.
we got another question. Where did you get the Dib plush?
The YouTube's website.
Yes, it was a limited release from U2's.
It took so long to ship, though. He
Yeah.
came way after Zim.
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is. His big head weighed the ship down.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question for
Yes.
Bryce. When you were writing like the leader Orion, you were thinking about like the kind of leader you wanted to become, like for the squishy production.
Oh God, no. So Orion, I feel like was more Nate. I think. So we
Yeah, I
got
see
to
it.
the part of the script where, like in a lot of stories, you want to write. You have your idea for like what needs to happen, and then you know what the ending needs to be, and then you have this rough, creative, challenging part of okay, what's all the shit that happens in the middle, and so we just got to this part where the Squishy Armada arrives. We just know that is a thing, and we just thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool if they woke up? And then I thought, like somebody says, hey, you're finally awake. And then Nate's like, yeah, we gotta do that. And so we would then just wrote the Squishy Armada literally around that joke. And they're like, okay, well, he has to be in a carriage. Who's pulling the carriage? A horse. Okay. And then he was like, well, there has to be a leader in this armada. Who's the leader going to be? And I'm like, what if it's the horse itself? And it's just like a funny juxtaposition that it's the last thing that you would possibly imagine being the leader is the one that's pulling the carriage.
It always strongly reminded me of the Lego Movie 2. I have to like send the scene because like nowhere near as many people saw the second Lego Movie.
I love that movie.
Yay!
Before seeing, I used to love the Lego movies.
Also, to answer your question, I don't think I do a good job leading Lost and Found. I'm trying to be better. But I think, I mean, not even that like Orion is that good either, because like he's behind throwing Rebel away for questioning him, and like I don't think I do that, so I at least think I'm better than Orion in that sense. because I encourage
Yeah.
people to call me
Cool.
out.
Megan Dimmer just asked, will we ever see Orion again after Squishy?
I think the Squish Armada should show up during Invader Dib to help take down the Urkin Armada.
Okay. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It was about the deleted or the unfinished episodes. I still stand my ground that what we were writing for It Feeds on Noodles is way better than the premise that's out there right now. And unfortunately, we had to scrap it because of the premise being out, and I'm still very upset about it. So,
It'll get reworked.
Yeah,
I know.
we'll work it into season 3 somehow.
I kind of want to make it dessert themed for some reason.
You want to make it a
I
what?
don't know why, but like Zim having like an addiction to like earth cake is like sounds funny to me.
He would.
Okay, so it would be cake instead of noodles.
Maybe, or any other dessert. Something that Urkins could have.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. What if it was like gummy worms?
Gummy worms. You did a lot of things. You cupcakes, muffins.
I feel like cupcakes and muffins are there's too much Zim of cupcakes and muffins.
Yeah.
Churros.
Churros.
I have a cat named
They're
Churro.
noodle-like.
they are.
It feeds on churros.
It feeds on churros.
I
So
cannot
literally,
find the
it's
seat.
okay. So we just swapped the noodles for churros. Did they do churros in Zim? Yeah, I don't think they did.
How did they
I don't
ever?
think so.
It sounds like
No.
food they do in Zim, but they didn't.
Yeah, I
Somehow.
don't think they did.
Maybe they were going to.
Hexy said a scone.
A
Scone.
scone.
It feeds on scones. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
churros.
yeah.
Well, it can't literally be called it feeds on churros.
Yeah.
It's too close to it feeds on noodles.
The churning. The churning.
Churros of doom.
The most cliche Zim title.
Churros of doom.
Churroning of doom. That's the most cliche thing you possibly do.
Yeah.
The one thing is like the fortune cookie part. How do we? It can't be like with Dib, because Dib gets a fortune cookie.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds him of Zim's evil plan. And so it's like, okay, what? Maybe the churros bag has like, oh, what if it's just like remember to share with friends, and then Dib's like, I don't have
Yeah.
any friends
Yeah. It's like on
except
the
for
Yeah.
Zim, and I hate him.
Next, let him in my house.
Now that to be a whole
Yep.
combo for a writer's room meeting.
Yeah.
In season 3, I've been okay. All right, here I'm gonna pitch this idea in front of everyone just for fun. If you sat to the end of the video, here's a sneak peek of season 3. So in the Battle of Microb, IZ Lost and Found's Battle of Microb. I'm trying to think of this thing because this takes place after Florpus, which means we need an explanation on to how Tack's ship got Tack to escape, but somehow Tack didn't just take her own ship and then just leave Dib, Gaz, and Professor Membrane to rot in prison. You know, like why does the ship take them and just leave Tack alone? So I thought, what if the episode after we get Zim doing battle with Sizzlor, and then they watch Food Cordia explode. We cut to the Tallest being notified of this, and then they get a new transmission from Invader 10. And then they're like, "Where were you all this time?" And she was like, I was trapped in the back of a food truck this whole time. But luckily I survived on enough tacos. and I've made it back to Mikrob to begin to conquer. And they're like, okay, sounds good, 10. Then she logs out. Somewhere along the story, we need Zim to have a reason to go to Muping 10. Maybe to like gloat to Tak. He hears that Tak is in Muping 10. Zim does. So Zim goes to Muping 10 to gloat, and you see Tak is in her cell, all tied up and whatnot. And he's like, "Ha! Like, look at you! Like, you try to take down the tallest, and this is what you get." And then, like, you're speechless. I see. And no, it's like she's clearly tied up. And then he pulls off like the ropes around her mouth. And then her disguise goes away. It's not Tak, it's 10. 10 is in the cell. And then 10 is like, "No, you idiot! It happened again!" And then we see the flashback of that 10 was still inside of the food truck, and because it was Tak's whatchamacallit, it was her ship for a while, that she designed it to remote control, like come to rescue her at Muping 10, but it couldn't get past Muping 10's shield, so it was just outside of it until Tak's ship came in, and then the food truck came in behind. So right when Tak's ship exploded her cell to get her out, the ship is like, "Okay, Tak, like, let's go." And Tak is like, "No need. I actually have a better plan." And then the food truck comes, and she grabs 10, throws 10 in the cell, and then gives 10 the disguise to make her look like Tak. So the guards don't, like, realize, like, oh shit, like, Tak has escaped. Tak's all, so she's all tied up, and then she escapes to go to Mikrob. So Tak is going to Mikrob to presumably team up with the Mikrob. So I thought of that in the shower today.
Yay!
And I wanted to say it somewhere because I was going to forget. So there you go. I'm curious what Zeno's thoughts are on that for
I don't have much right now because I'm very tired and yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know, you clearly have it thought out.
Yay.
And it's in the shower. That's how you know it's a good thought.
Yes, exactly. It was in the shower. Flamingo, you thought it looks like you thought it was cool.
What wasn't Peace? It wasn't Peace's nice thought of in the shower. Anyhow, gathering the thoughts. I don't know. I feel like it'll be a good plot twist, and I didn't actually even realize, like, oh shit, yeah, if Tak's in Muping 10, then why did Tak's ship not save her? But okay, that's it. I think that's a pretty solid explanation. I'll be honest, I was zoned out during half of it, but I think I get the gist.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought we didn't want to make a Battle of Mikrob.
No, we are. That's gonna be the.
You said you. I thought I brought it up in one of the Minecraft nights, and you were like, eh. So I was like, oh.
We're making our Battle of Mikrob.
Yeah, we're making our Battle of Mikrob.
The original
good one.
Battle of Mikrob.
Yeah, the
that's
good
what
one.
I meant, like, the good one.
Yes. No. Yeah. I don't know how long ago that was because I don't think I rejected that idea.
I don't remember.
Okay, but yeah, we plan to open season 3 with that.
Yay.
Yay. All right, everyone. There's no more comments or no more questions, right?
There was one, but it was already answered, so I told them just, like, watch this back. If you
Okay.
want to know.
Watch it again! Okay. Very good. Well, awesome. Thank you, everyone, for voting for us to do a Q&A. I thought that was fun. And to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. It's long overdue. Yay. And we're on our way to 100,000. I'd like a play button, please. That'd be cool.
World domination.
Yes. All right. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much. And until next time, later.